Hello beautiful people, what's up? Welcome back to my channel, and if this is the first time you're visiting my channel, please don't forget to subscribe and join the family, and also don't forget to like, comment, share on all the vlogs in this channel. Well, since this is the first vlog of this year 2022, I just want to take this opportunity to wish you all a happy new year 2022. Thank you so much guys for riding with me. Thank you for being with me since the start of my YouTube channel. Thank you for always supporting me, for your love, for your comments, and let's keep the spirit up. Let's keep this energy high in this year 2022, and I hope to get more subscribers, and let's keep our family growing. In today's vlog, I would love to talk to you about mental health. So what is mental health? Mental health refers to cognitive or behavioral and emotional well-being. It is all about how people think, how people feel, and how people behave. Everyone has some risk of developing a mental health disorder, no matter their age, sex, income, or ethnicity. In today's vlog, I wanted to talk about mental health because I feel like it's a topic that most of us don't really talk about, especially in our African culture. We are designed or raised not to talk about these things. You know, when you're not okay, it's not a culture to talk about it. So that is why I really wanted us to talk about mental health, because recently there's been a lot of suicidal cases. People are being depressed and end up killing themselves, and people don't really talk about it because it's not in our culture to talk about it. So I hope this vlog will be of help to you, anyone that has been dealing with any mental health issues, and if you were not aware that it is a mental health issue, I hope that you'll be aware and you'll learn something from this vlog. So mental health is as important as our physical health, and it can affect anyone. This is why it is very important to check in with yourself often. Most of us do not really have the culture of checking in with our mental health. Thus, we accumulate a lot of baggage, and by the time you realize it, your mental health is already worse. So what are some of the mental health conditions or disorders that we have? Mental health conditions include depression, anxiety, mood disorders, and stress. There are several factors that may contribute to mental health disorders. These factors include, and one of the most common factors is socio-economic conditions. Let's say, for instance, you have your degree, maybe bachelor in laws, you have graduated from a very good university or a very good college, and maybe you have been searching for a job for almost like 5 years without success. This person who has studied from secondary, let's say from primary, secondary to university level, and has such nice grades and searched for a job for 10 years and haven't gotten any kind of job, it's very easy for this person to be depressed, because you're like thinking, what is the importance of my education then? If I have studied for such a long time and haven't gotten any job, why did I study? What is this degree for? This degree, how will it help me? It is very hard for such a person not to be depressed or not to be stressed or not to be anxious. It's very easy for this person to have this mental disorder of stress, because it's not really easy for you to accept that I have studied but yet I don't have any job. So that's why it is very easy to find most people who are depressed or stressed are people who are not employed, and I mean unemployed people, and sometimes also poor people, because this person is thinking, where will I get money to pay my rent? Where will I get money to get food or to buy clothes? It's not in my favor to still seek help from my parents. I have to stand on my own. So if at this point my parents have educated me and I really do not have any job, then life is not good. Life is not fair. So this person tends to be depressed. At the end of the day, have suicidal thoughts. And sometimes if they don't get anyone to talk to, or any want to save them from this depression, they end up killing themselves. So it is really easy to get this mental disorder out of these socioeconomic conditions. Unemployment, as for example, like I've explained. Sometimes it's also stress from studies. You have a lot on your plate as a student. Maybe sometimes you have to work part-time job, you have an exam, you have a cut, you have a discussion. It becomes too much to the point that you're so stressed. You're like, God, why am I even doing this? This is too much. So it is very important to know how to deal with these situations. It's very easy for us students to be depressed because we have a lot on our plate. At the same time, you want to start a business. At the same time, you want to do good in class. At the same time, you want to be a good youth, a good example to your family and your young sisters. It's not easy. We have a lot on our plate. So it's very important for us to learn how to balance this issue. You can also get stress as a result of, your job. Where you're employed, maybe you have a lot on your staff, your boss expects a lot from you. So at the end of the day, you get stressed or depressed. And depression also comes in instances where we are in work situations, or we're in jobs that we do not love, that we're not passionate about. You're a lawyer because your father wanted you to be a lawyer. You're a doctor because your mother wanted you to be a doctor. So you're not really happy doing that job. You're not having fun doing that job. At the end of the day, this person ends up being depressed or stressed because it's not really something that they wanted for their life, or they're just doing something to make ends meet, just to get money for their basic needs, not because they love the job, but because there is no any other way out to have funds for their basic needs. So they end up doing this job. This person is likely to be stressed or depressed at the same time. Another factor is biological factors. The genetic family history can increase the likelihood of mental health conditions. Having a gene with links to a mental health disorder, such as depression or schizophrenia, can result into a mental disorder. This is why it is very important to know and understand the history of your parents. If you feel like you're always depressed or anxious, ask your parents if either of them experience depression or anxiety. Sometimes it's a generic thing, you inherit from your parents. If your mom was depressed, if your dad was dealing with anxiety, then you carry those genes, then it becomes, part of you. So talk about these things to your parents. If you feel like you're always stressed, you're always depressed, you're always anxious, ask your parents, did this ever happen to you? Just to know about your history, and this will be a stepping stone to dealing with your mental disorder. So how can you deal with mental health disorders? The first way to deal with it is accepting the disorder. It is okay to accept that you're stressed, accept that you're depressed or you're anxious. Do not run away from the fact that your mental health is not okay. So do not hide, do not always say that I'm okay, I am doing fine. If you're not okay, say that you're not okay. Accept that you're not fine. The second way is talking about it. Learn to talk about your problems to people. Don't keep your problems to yourself. Understand that sharing your problems doesn't mean that you're weak. Sometimes we are depressed, sometimes we are stressed, but we really don't talk about these things. We don't share these things to our friends or family, and we end up having a lot of baggage in our mind, and it affects us in the near future because we have a lot and we don't talk about it. It's okay to talk about it. Share it with people that you trust. It can be your parent, it can be your friend, your best friend, or your partner. Learn to talk about these things. Don't keep these things to yourself, because the more you keep these things to yourself, the more it affects you, and at the end of the day, your mental health gets to a position that it's much worse. Another way is to go to therapy. It is okay to go to therapy. I understand that it is expensive. Sometimes, we do not really accept that we are dealing with mental disorders, like we are depressed or stressed. So we really do not like to talk about these things. But it's okay to go to therapy. See a psychologist, talk to him or her about your struggles and what you're dealing with, and that person will help you in one way or another. Another way is by surrounding yourself with good energy, people that make you happy. Surround yourself with healthy relationships. Avoid any sort of negative energy and people that drain you mentally and emotionally. Just take a step back and get away from any situations that drain you and exhaust you. It is okay to cut off some people. If you feel like this person is draining you a lot emotionally or mentally, this person is not good for your mental health, this person is always causing you depression or stress or anxiety, then cut off these people from your life. Surround yourself with good energy, people that make you happy, because the more you surround yourself with negative energy, the more it affects your mental health, the more you get depressed, the more you get anxious, and the more you get stressed. So if you feel like there are certain situations that are really draining you, maybe the job that you're in right now is draining you, maybe the friends that you have are draining you mentally, cut them off and surround yourself with people that only give you good and positive vibes. Last but not least, let us learn to be kind. It is okay to be kind. It is nice to be kind. Check up on your friends, check up on your loved ones. Do not assume that people are okay. So many people are dealing with so much stuff that they cannot talk about, due to several reasons. But then when we check up on them, maybe they can open up and tell us what's really on their mind. Ask your friends or your family members if they're really okay. Don't assume that people are okay. Just because I'm laughing, smiling at you doesn't mean that I'm okay. That's why sometimes we are very surprised. You find a person that you're having fun today with, you hear that maybe they killed themselves the day after, and you fail to understand. You're like, oh my God, she was a happy person. We were just laughing yesterday. What happened? Because she was dealing with a lot, but you never really asked her or him, are you doing fine? Are you doing okay? Is everything fine? Like, are you really okay? Not just are you okay? Are you really okay? What is wrong? If you see people sad, ask them what is wrong. Do not assume that people are okay. And at the end of the day, when you hear these people have killed themselves, you're surprised, because so many people in this world are dealing with issues on their own. They don't talk about it. So it is okay to check up on our friends, check up on our family members. You never know what people are dealing with, and just be kind. Thank you so much, guys, for listening to this vlog from the start to the end. I hope you've learned something. I just wanted to summarize mental health in summary, but there's so many vlogs out there and books out there that you can read and get to know more about mental health. It is okay to get mental health disorders. Do not run away from them, accept them, and also learn to talk about these things. If you're depressed, if you're stressed, share these things to the people that you trust, and I believe that they will help you in one way or another. Last but not least, let's not forget to be kind, and I hope that you have learned something from this vlog, and I hope that you liked it. Please give it a thumbs up if you like this vlog, and don't forget to comment and also share this vlog, and let me know in the comment section what you would want me to talk about in my next vlog. Thank you guys, and I'll see you next time.